We can start on our backs today in Supta Baddha Konasana. So coming to lie down on our mats, soles of your feet to touch, begin to just release the back and the head, feeling the back of the head pressing onto the mat. Let's give it a press and then just release, feeling the shoulders soften. Arms are by your side, the palms are facing up. And then just beginning now to connect and arrive, trying as much as we can to ignore what's going on around us, sure. And then focus on taking a deep cleansing breath now to start. So exhale all the air and then filling up, take a deep inhale, belly rise, chest expands, holding it at the top. See if you can take an extra sip of air and then open the mouth, exhaling it all out, feeling ourselves melting down deeper into the mat. Take another cleansing breath if that feels good to you today. Filling up all the way and then opening up the mouth, letting it all out. And from here, just starting to connect to your breath. Honoring any tightness in the body, just taking a mental note, feeling if there's any tension, any stiffness, and then just allowing the use of our breath, especially our exhales, to bring in a little bit of softness, a little bit of grounding down. Taking a few cleansing breaths here, or sort of regular breaths, in and out through the nose. Just begin to today maybe observe the quality of your breath. You notice as you inhale that maybe it stays in the chest and you have to push it down all the way to the belly. And you're just breathing shallow. And then just work on taking deep pulls, filling up, expanding, taking up space. And then allowing the exhales once again to just ground you. Taking a few more breaths here. I'm just working now on extending our exhales. Just taking an inhale through the nose, breathing in for 2, 1. Exhaling through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Another inhale for 2, 1. Exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep this count for a few more rounds, going at your own pace. And again, using this breath to calm out any knots in our nervous system, soothing and calming the mind, slowing down our heart rates. And again, just allowing this time now to connect to your body, honoring how it feels.
Letting your breath return back to normal now. Place your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your heart. And then just using the breath to fill the belly, feeling the expansion through the chest, and your heart opens up. Maybe setting an intention here. Staying connected to the breath throughout the practice. And then when you're ready, bring your arms by your side. And open up the eyes and bring the soles of your feet to your mat. And from here, extend the left leg out in front. Actually, if you have a block, sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier. If you don't, that's fine. You can do the stretch without the block, but if you do have it, it'd be great to take it a little bit deeper. Maybe just play around, see what feels good. Placing the block underneath your sacrum. Extend the left leg out. And then bring that right knee towards your chest, hugging your shin. And then try to bring that right knee towards the right armpit. Maybe you try the block. Maybe it doesn't feel good today. Deeper stretch on the hip flexors on the left side. Remember to keep both feet flexed and ground the heel, especially on the left leg. Remember to stay connected to the breath, so with every inhale, think long from the left foot all the way to the crown of the head. The shoulders are grounding down equally into the mat. Back of your head is pressing down, and you exhale as you bring that right knee closer to the right armpit. Holding here for a couple more breaths. And your next exhale, begin to straighten out that right leg and bring that left knee in towards your chest. And when you're ready, release the left leg out in front. If you have your block, let's move it aside. And just bringing your knees towards your chest. Give them a tight squeeze in. And begin to rock forwards and backwards. Just gently massaging the spine before we come to take a seat at the top. And from here, coming into Cobblers Pose, bring the soles of your feet to touch. And then your heels as close to your groin as you can get them. You want to get your spine long and upright. So if we're sitting here, maybe you start with your hands on your back. You need to slowly work your way in. Press the big toe mounds towards each other. Noticing the intensity of the stretch. Or maybe you're holding onto your ankles or your feet. Keep drawing the knees opposite towards the mat, so away from your body. And then as you get long on the inhale with the exhale, beginning to maybe slowly fold over, keeping the spine long. Noticing that the more you press onto the feet, the deeper the stretch. And taking it just before your limit. Remembering to stay connected to the breath, using it to move through the intensity. And with the exhales working, maybe yourself a little bit closer down. Going to be working on long pulls today, so remember to use your breath. Experimenting with what it feels like to push yourself to the limit. When your body says you want to go, can you use your breath to stay? Remember again, just to honor where you are today. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here. Just work on bringing your chest forward. Work with any sensation that feels good for you today. So maybe if you just want to stay upright and press the feet towards each other.
Sin, your camera moved. We can't see you anymore.
Oh, that fell. Oh. Are we good? Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when you inhale, you need to slowly come back up. To mute all again. Are we okay? All right. So we're coming back up. Cobblers Pose. This time we're going to extend the left leg out in front, straight. The leg naturally, if you notice, wants to splay open towards the left side. So you want to keep the toes stacked on top. You're kind of internally rotating that leg inwards. And then the right sole of the foot on the inside as high up as you can get it. Press the foot onto the thigh. And then bring your navel in line with your toes. And with your hands, again, just maybe walking them as you exhale slowly. Maybe you can start with the bend in the knee. It's a big stretch for the hamstrings. And then maybe using the breath again. Inhale, get long with the flat back. And as you exhale, maybe press the top of the thigh towards the back. If your leg is straight, maybe you want to walk your hands a little bit closer, letting them go wherever they go. Maybe you're grabbing your feet, and if your leg is already straight, you can hinge at the hip as much as you can while keeping the spine long. And you can no longer hinge, let the head go around the spine, pulling over the leg. Again, feeling, we're looking for sensation on the back of the left leg. Maybe staying here again, and if your knees bend, you're just working on slowly. Every inhale, get long, and as you exhale, press the top of the left thigh towards the back of your mat. And on the next inhale, slowly walking the hands back up. Switching sides. So extending the right leg out in front. Making sure that the toes are pointing up. Press that left foot onto the right thigh. And then line yourself up. Navel with the feet. Inhale, get long. Think flat back, leading with the heart begin to hinge. Walking the legs. The hands as far up as they go. And again, micro bend in the knee. And then as you work to press the top of the thigh to the mat. Waking up the hammies. Using every exhale to push the leg down. Keep it straight. Maybe you can clasp your shins, your ankle, your toes. And then letting the head go rounding the spine. Using gravity to deepen the stretch as you fold over. Every inhale, think natural long spine. Every exhale, folding down, pressing the thighs. And then as you inhale, slowly coming back. We're going to come into easy seated pose. So any cross-legged variation that feels good for you. I'm going to face you guys. So easy seated pose. We're going to work on some neck mobility movements. So we'll start by sending left arm towards the left. You can tap the fingers, but you're really reaching. So think of getting long from the shoulder, reaching towards the left side as far as you can get it. And then as you exhale, begin to bring that right ear towards the right elbow. The right elbow's down. Feeling the stretch from the left all the way, left side of your neck all the way down, maybe the shoulders to the fingertips. Then exhale, maybe bring it right ear closer to the right shoulder. And when you're ready, bringing the right hand on top of the left here. Maybe gently pressing it down. Take a long inhale here. Feeling the connection of both your sit bones equally pressing onto the mat. And on your next exhale, bring your new nose towards the right armpit. Stretching a different part of your neck now. Slowly begin to release, neck back up, arms by your side. Switching sides, so we're extending the right arm out to the right as much as you can. And then begin to bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. Noticing how this feels for you on this side. The more I've reached, the more sensation I have on my shoulders. And then when you're ready, bringing the left arm on top of the right here, and then just beginning to slide, maybe using the weight of your hand, allowing gravity to bring that left ear closer towards the left shoulder. And when you're ready, looking down towards the left armpit. Stretching the right side back and most of the neck as well. And when you're ready, slowly coming back, releasing your hands back down, and then let's take a few neck rolls. So looking left ear towards the left, shin to chest. And maybe they're going halfway if that feels good, or maybe you want to honor the full roll, letting the head go back. Going slowly. And then wherever you are, switching sides if you're taking full neck rolls. Then coming still. I actually work now on this neck mobility for the back of the neck and also the top of the spine, the really hard spot to stretch. I'm going to think not very sexy stretch, but you're going to think double chin. So you're going to push your chin inwards, and then with control, you're going to release the head back. And then coming back up. This could feel really, really bad if you have tight neck muscles, but eventually tomorrow you're going to feel a nice sweet release. So again, we're going to do 10 of these. Think of pushing the chin inwards so you have a double chin action going on, and then with control, release the head back. Coming back up. The shoulders are down and soft. Arms can be on top of your knees. You want to release the neck. Sorry guys, keep going until you have 10. Puppy misbehaving. hug the belly in as you're sitting nice and tall. Once you have your 10, sitting in our easy seated pose, get long, take an inhale, and as you exhale, twist towards the right side. Left hand on the right knee, using it to push yourself. Twist a little bit deeper. With every inhale, long neutral spine. As you exhale, twist more towards the right. One more breath here. And as you exhale, releasing back to center. You can inhale, get long. Exhale, twist towards the left side. So as you inhale, think again, getting long, and then maybe as you exhale, walk in the left fingertips a little bit more towards the opposite side. Sitting equally in both sit bones, hugging the belly in. One more breath here. And then slowly coming back to center. Take our strap or belt or scarf, whatever you guys can. I'm be starting first with the strap or whatever you guys have, just a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. So sitting long, tailbones grounded, top of the head stacked on top. Hug the belly in as you inhale, lift the arms up overhead. And we're just going to go see how far you can take it while keeping the arms long. And with your hands, you're drawing the strap apart or the belt. Holding here. Exhale, releasing back, hands to the front. Inhale, lifting back up. When you get to the top, think of squeezing your shoulder blades together. And then releasing back down. Inhale, lift overhead. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Arms are straight. You're drawing them apart. Sorry, the strap. Exhale, release so there's tension. Lifting up. Coming back down. One more. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And then as you exhale, release. And then see if you can bring your strap a little bit wider. As wide as you need. So the next time we go over our heads, as you inhale, on the exhale, we're going to go back. And bring the strap as far back as you can. Ideally all the way. Again, honoring what feels good for you. Keeping the tension. And then as you inhale, coming back all the way. Arms in front. Same for the exhale. The next inhale. Up and over. On your next inhale, back up. Stay for the exhale. Inhale back. I'm going to go for 10 of these. That was 3. Inhaling back up. Same for the exhale at the front. Inhaling back and over. Maybe you're staying here. You're going all the way down. Back up. Up and over. We're almost at 10, we have 3 more. Last one. Awesome stuff. So releasing, getting rid of our strap. Gonna take a few spine, cat and cow movement. So with our hands on top of our knees. As you exhale, round the spine, tuck the tush in, bring chin to chest. Inhale, pull yourself through, and let the head drop back. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest, bring your tush inwards. And inhale, bring your arms, pull onto your knees, bring yourself through, and head back. Going a few rounds, following your inhales and your exhales, so you're completing the breath and the movement at the same time. Going a few rounds. If you notice, we're working from the top of the head, slowly now moving through the spine. And then when you're ready, coming still. In our seated pose, we're going to now move down, play with a little bit of hip mobility, working on some 90-90 legs. So what that means is you're taking your left shin parallel to the top of the mat, keeping the foot flexed. The knee should be in line with your left hip, dropping it down, and then bringing the right foot behind you, and then placing it so it's at a 90-degree angle. So your knee in line with the right hip, your ankle in line with the knee. Both feet are flexed, so the toes should be pointing inwards. And then this could feel really tight on the right hip. Bring your left hand outside of your left hip, and then bring it out as much as you need. If you have a lot of tension in the left oblique, you can be feeling your body kind of crunching in as you try to bring yourself upright, stacking your head on top of your hips. And we're just going to hold here for a few breaths. Just think of getting along through the spine, pushing the left knee down, the right knee down onto the mat. And again, if this feels really tight, you can come out to the outside or left, a little bit on the left, even leading onto a forearm. If you're able to, I think you guys are fairly flexible. You're able to get yourself stacked up, right? It's even better. 10 more seconds here. If your hands are long, you should ideally be placed flat onto the mat. Mine are not long enough, so I have to turn my fingers. And then switching sides. So bring right shin parallel to the mat. Check that the right knee is in line with the hips. The left knee in line with the left hip. And shin parallel. Flip that over. So again, 90-degree angles. And then this side, notice how I want to tip over towards the right side. Try to bring yourself upright as much as you can. Feeling the crunch on the left side now, the obliques. Remember to still hug that belly in. Hold it in here. I was going to time it, and I was like, it's okay. My hip will tell me when it's 30. Are you feeling it? You're working on pressing both knees down, trying to stack yourself on top. Maybe let the hands go. Feel how that intensifies. Forcing all the muscles to stabilize without the help of your hands. And then release, coming back with the left shin parallel towards the front. Back, leg 90 degrees. Ankle in line with the knee. And knee with the hip. So get yourself set up here. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to think of picking up the right foot and the right shin bone, like keeping the knee down. Then notice you want to hinge yourself upwards. Try to get that Body stacked on top. Hug the belly in and then exhale, release the foot back down. We're going to be holding it for 3 seconds. You may not lift a lot the back foot, but you want to keep that right knee down. And then yourself without twisting as much. So your torso stacked as much as possible. So then take an inhale, get long, plant the hands, and then as you exhale, think of floating the right foot down, internally rotating the hip. Holding for 3, 2, 1, exhale, release the foot. So it doesn't look like a lot. If you take a look back at the foot, you can inhale, get long, exhale, pick up that right foot. Takes up a lot of labor. 2, 1, exhale, release the foot back down. One more time, inhale, long through the spine. Exhale, pick up that foot. Yikes. 2, 1, and release. This time now we're going to be picking up the left knee and the left foot. So take an inhale, get long, and as you exhale, pick that up, bring it forwards. Notice you want to tip backwards, stay stacked on top, and then exhale, release. So I'm going to be doing a few more times, holding for 3 at the top, and then as you exhale, bring the foot back down. So inhale, get long, and as you exhale, pick up the left knee, left shin, left foot, hold 1, release. Inhale long, exhale, picking it up. Releasing it back down, switching sides. Right shin parallel, left shin back. Inhale, get long, round yourself down, and then pick up that left foot, only keeping the right knee down. 2, 1, release. Inhale, exhale, picking it up. 3, 2, 1, release. Inhale, stack up. Exhale, pick it up. 3, 2, 1, release. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, picking it up. And release. Switching focus to the front leg. Inhale, get long, looking straight ahead. And as you exhale, big right knee. Pick the leg up. It's kind of what you're doing in pigeon pose. Examining the natural rotation of the hip and then drop it back down. That was a long hold. Inhale, long exhale, pick up. 3, 2, 1, drop the leg. Exhale, pick up. 3, 2, 1, release. And we're ready to bring legs out in front. Little shake. And now come to stand top of your mat. Let's get the blood flowing a little bit. Do movements. So come to stand into Tadasana pose. Remember to check the feet are parallel to each other. Fire the quads, sending the kneecaps towards your hips. Draw the tailbone towards your heels. Sternum is away from your sipples. Then drive the lower ribs in. Top of the arms up and back. And then as you inhale, lift the arms up overhead, getting nice and long line. Tip your fingers all the way down. Exhale, bring it back to your heart. Lift the hip points. Inhale, coming into baby back bend. And as you exhale, hinge and fold over the legs. Let the head go. Maybe put a bend in the knees if that feels good. And then with every exhale, holding down, maybe straightening the legs. On your next inhale, come up halfway. And as you exhale, plant the hands onto the mat, step back into planks. Check that the fingers are spread wide. Draw the mat apart with your thumbs. Send the tailbone towards your heels. Your heels are stacked on top of your toes. You're pressing the top of the thighs towards the back of the legs, and you're squeezing in your thighs towards each other. Your butt is active. Pushing onto your knuckles of your fingers and your fingertips. Imagining doorknobs. Not collapsing on your shoulders. And you're squeezing that belly in. Yes, I'm babbling on purpose. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come onto your fingertips, rocking forward, and then as you exhale, bring the elbows slowly coming down all the way onto our mats. Pointed toes, press onto the tops of the feet, lifting the kneecaps, plugging the elbows in. On your next inhale, feel your head, neck and shoulder. Baby Cobra. Exhale, forehead towards the mat. Your next inhale, coming up, all the way, Baby Cobra or full Cobra. Just remember to keep pressing onto the tops of the feet. Exhale, back down. This time, tuck your toes. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, push onto the hands, lift the hips up and back, sending them into downward facing dog. And then down dog, I want you to put a big bend in the knees so your shins are almost parallel to the mat. And then think of sending again your tailbone towards the ceiling. And then draw the lower ribs in, so no banana backing. Your spine is long from your sit bones all the way to the crown of your head. You're pushing onto the hands. Same alignment as we had in plank. You're holding everything in, squeezing the mat apart with your thumbs. And then with every exhale, we need to slowly straighten the legs without moving anything else. And draw those heels towards the mat. Holding down dog. Allowing every exhale to keep bringing heels closer to. And then when you're ready, take an inhale. And as you exhale, bend the knees, look towards your hands, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Coming to fold. I'm going to do 2 more of these at a faster pace. Get the heart pumping. Enjoy Uttanasana. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bow down, check that the hips are, the feet are parallel. Inhale, root the feet, inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Tilt the hip points up towards your chest. And as you inhale, coming into a deeper back bend. Exhale, fold. Come up halfway on your next breath in. And as you exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Checking the alignment again, fingers are spread wide. Drawing the mat apart. I have the elbows pointed forward. Holding here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, this time you have option. Go all the way down to your belly or to chaturanga. Inhale, pointed toes. Come up halfway. Cobra, upward facing dog. If you're an upward dog, check that the shoulders are stacked on top of your wrist. And then as you exhale, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. And as you exhale, open the mouth. Let it go. Take another inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look towards the hands, walk or hop to the top of our mat, come to fold. Another inhale, come up halfway. Straighten those legs. Exhale, bow over the legs, keeping them straight. Inhale to rise, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to your heart. Lift the hip points as you inhale, deeper back bend, protects your low back. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back or shoot back into chaturanga. And then choosing Cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here, maybe walking your dog, bending one knee, bending the opposite. Do it slowly. Really work on driving that heel down. Switching sides. And as you exhale, bend the knees, look towards your head, hopping to the top of our mat, folding over, Bend the knees a lot. Hook your peace fingers on your toes. And then begin to slowly straighten the legs. Using the exhale to bow a little bit deeper, bending the elbows. Holding here for 2 more counts. And then on your next inhale, root all 3 corners of the foot. Release the hands. Then begin to slowly stack vertebrae on top of each other as you come all the way up. Take an inhale, reach with the hands up overhead. And then as you exhale, I want you to bring your big toes to touch. Your heels are maybe a couple inches apart. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, sitting down onto a chair. Your knees come to touch. You're squeezing them towards each other. Put that tailbone in. So you're bringing the lower belly, lower ribs towards the hips. Nice long back. I'm not doing this. I'm sending that tush bone in. I'm squeezing the thighs. Sending your weight to your heels. And then reconnecting with the breath. Looking between the hands. Shoulders are soft. Take another breath in as you reach with the hands. Exhale, bowing down. And on your next inhale, rooting the feet, inhale to rise. Arms extending towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, come back into chair pose number 2. So your big toes again to touch, your heels are wide apart. Coming back down. Shift your weight towards your heels, maybe kicking up your toes. So checking that your knees are not over your toes. Pulling them back. Draw the lower rib in. And then as you exhale, bring your hands towards your heart. And then try to tuck your left tricep over the outer right thigh as you twist towards the right. Pressing the hands towards each other, bringing them as close to the mid of your chest as you can. Squeezing the legs towards each other, but just take a look to make sure that the left knee is not trapping over. Keep them in line with each other. Your hips are squaring to the front. And then keep breathing, thinking long spine with every inhale. Every exhale, can you twist a little bit further? Maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Hugging that belly in. Exhale, release back to center. Taking an inhale. And then as you exhale, straighten the legs, bow over your feet. Catching our breath. And then on the next inhale, coming back, reaching hands up overhead. And exhale, sitting back into our chair. Twisting to the other side this time. Press the front of the shins towards the back. Shift the weight, pick up the toes. Inhale to get long, and as you exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Bring the right tricep to over the outer left thigh. And twist towards the left. Check again that the knees are in line with each other. Keep squeezing them in. And every exhale, keep twisting, open. Maybe looking up. Breathing. Deep inhales through the nose, long exhales out the nose. Then on your next exhale, coming back to center. And then folding over our legs. Grab opposite elbows and then rock it side to side. Bring your feet parallel. And shake the head, yes, and then release the neck. You're still pressing the top of the thighs towards the back of the leg. And coming still and then back down, letting the hands go. Inhale, coming all the way up. Then we're going to play around with tree pose. If you guys have a block, I'm going to actually challenge you to see if you're going to try tree pose on top of a block, which kind of just elevates the whole balancing act. Makes it fun, makes it not. If you don't have a block, no biggie. If you do, maybe try it out. So standing with into the asana pose. If you're going for the block, lift your foot down, shift the weight there. Whichever foot you like, I'll let you guys choose. And then bringing the right or whatever sole of the foot into the opposite leg, squeezing in, grounding through the roots. Remember, square the hips forward. And then as you inhale, reach your branches up overhead. Fire that pelvic floor, so squeeze that belly in, core is active. One focal point, keeping your balance, or falling out and coming back. Maybe looking up. And then we're holding here. Keep drawing that right knee, opening up towards the right. And when you're ready, as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart, release the leg that was up. And then switching over to the opposite side. Come to Tadasana, bring your hands to your hips. It actually helps for some reason. And then shifting the weight to the leg, be standing, bring the sole of the opposite foot inwards as high up as you can, or low, avoiding the knee. But push the foot into the leg that is standing. Square the shoulders. Inhale to rise when you're steady. Branches up. You're reaching with your fingers, extending upwards. See if you can soften the shoulders so you're not crunching them up. Towards your ears, you're soft. Remember, breath, get long, inhaling, reaching the branches, and every exhale, really rooting all three corners of that foot down. Back in the early days of yoga, if you wanted to erase your karma, you would actually hold this pose for months, years. I don't even know if that's really true. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, hands to your heart, release the opposite leg, do the shake. And then coming back to Tadasana. Shift your weight, let's go with the left foot this time. And as you inhale, bring the right knee to center, so stork pose. And then from here, flipping knees in line with the hip. Without moving the knee, try to bring the right foot towards the right. Noticing that the hip joint, your femur is kind of twisting inwards, so we're working with internal rotation. And then going to the opposite side, where so the movement is coming from the hip, the knee is not really doing anything, it's just going along for the ride. Bring that knee in, and then bring that right ankle on top of the left thigh. Take an inhale with your hands reaching up. And then as you exhale in your figure four, you're going to sit down on this weird chair. Draw the lower ribs in, hug that belly in right away so your core is helping you up. You exhale, can you ground yourself, sit a little bit deeper. Out, keep coming back in. Long neutral spine. Every inhale, get long, and as you exhale, straighten that left leg. You need to fold over. If you have a block, this would be a great place to assist. Bring your hands to your block, or if you can reach the mat, or maybe one leg, one hand on the ankle, one hand on the mat. And on your next inhale, grounding all three corners of the foot, you need to bend that knee so you're sitting. And you bring your arms back up slowly with control. Exiting the way we came in. Taking an inhale in the pose, and then as you exhale, straighten leg to release. Then trying this out, giving the left leg a shake. Going towards the other side. So shifting the weight over towards the right side. And as you inhale, bring your knee towards your chest. Square the hips, so drop the left hip down. Just always wants to left every time you do this. And then remember, knee in line with the hip. And then this time, wobbly. See if you can bring the left foot out towards the left. So it looks like, yeah, perfect. Noticing the internal rotation of the femur into the socket, and then coming opposite direction. Externally rotating it outwards. And once you're here, place that left ankle on top of the right thigh. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead with your long branches, and as you exhale, lift your pose, move back to sit. Let me show you guys the angles. You see long back. So drawing the lower ribs in, tucking that tailbone in, squeezing the belly, really firing out from the core to keep you up. Fixing the gaze. Maybe can you sit a little bit lower? Your next inhale, reaching with the hands. Exhale, you need to look down, focus on one spot, and then slowly with control. Bring your hands up above the book, and you can get them down around the mat. And work on straightening the right leg, stretching the hamstring. And as you exhale, bow down. One more breath here. Staying for the exhale. And as you inhale, begin to bend. Coming back to sit. Hug that belly in before you release the hands. And inhale, coming back up. And then as you exhale, straighten that right leg and release. Giving it a nice shake. And now we can start our cool down. Yay. So let's come to sit on our mats. And then from here, bring your arms, your legs out in front. Remove the sit bones. If you need to elevate the hips, sit on a pillow, on a block, you can do so if you feel like just sitting upright on top is difficult. You feel like you're falling backwards. But if you're stacked, you can inhale, reach with the hands up overhead. And as you exhale, lead with your sternum towards your shin. Grabbing onto letting the hands rest wherever they go. Keep working with the breath. So every inhale, get long again through the spine. Every exhale, see if you can hinge a little bit lower. Sorry, don't mind me. There you go. And we can no longer hinge. Maybe rounding the spine, letting the head go. Using gravity now. Take the stretch a little bit further. Since your hands are already in that. And next inhale slowly, coming back up. And then as you exhale, see if you can shoot your legs over as much as you can. So we're going from wide-legged seated forward fold. Don't ask me the Sanskrit name for this. It's long. So see, for me, this is actually a difficult pose to have really tight hamstrings. So I would normally, because I have to place my hands behind, keep my spine long, need to elevate myself. Sit in the blocks and the pillow. So it kind of automatically helps to tilt your pelvis forward. And then from here, I want you to ground, maybe without it. You need to ground your heels down. Your toes are pointing upwards. And then think of sticking the femur bones back into the socket. And as you exhale, you need to fold over the legs. Going as far, you might not go far, but I never do. The longer you hold this pose, ideally, the deeper you'll go down. Your muscles begin to relax, allowing you to just kind of hold. But flex the feet to protect the knees. This is too intense. Come and bring the legs a little bit closer together. Just going wherever you go. Remember to honor what your body can handle. Working with the breath. Every inhale, pressing down as you exhale. Think of sticking the fingers back into the socket and folding down. Yeah, keep going, working with the breath. And when you're ready, as you inhale, begin to slowly lift yourself back up. And then this time, bringing the right knee, bending the right leg, and then placing the right knee in the middle of your mat. You want to bend the left knee and stack knee on top of knee. So your feet are by your sides, opposite sides of the hips. Your feet are flexed. And then grounding both stick bones down. You can inhale long through the spine. And then as you exhale, can you walk your hands, hinge, stretching the back of the hips. This will take a lot of hip work today. See if maybe you can tuck the shin over your knees. You want to intensify, you can bring the feet out and for a little bit more. Or bring them closer towards your cushion. Holding here for a few breaths. So every inhale, long neutral spine. Exhale, bowing down. Maybe bring the arms down to the mat. Bringing into the intensity on the back of our left hip. Staying here for 2 more breaths. And on your next inhale, with the help of your hands, you need to slowly come back up. And then switching sides, so the left knee in front of you, and the right knee stacked on top. And this is already a lot. Let's stay here. Just remember to keep the feet flexed. Grounded, both sit both down. And maybe trying to see if you can hinge. Or maybe going all the way down, tucking the chin over the knees. One more breath here. Stay for the exhale. And on the next inhale, slowly walking yourself back to top. I'm actually going to remember to do this stretch, which I've been meaning to do forever. So if you have a towel, you can grab it. If not, I'm going to go towards the wall and then bring my mat as close as I can to it. So that when I do this quad stretch, you're going to start in tabletop. So your feet are touching the wall, your hands are underneath your shoulders, and then you bring the right knee as close to the wall as you can, and your foot up on the wall. And with your, so I'm going with the right leg first, and you're stepping the left foot in between your hands. They're like in a lunge in the front part. And then on your inhale, you come up. You should feel a deep stretch from the front of the right thigh. Pressing both hands onto the left thigh. Pushing onto the feet. See if you can touch your tush with your heel. Staying here, maybe as you inhale, you bring that right arm up. Place the your back is touching the wall. Bring your hands. Pressure is more than fine. Deep stretch from the quad. Use your breath. Feels like hell. And it means it's working. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, bring yourself back to your table. And then switching sides. Left knee close to the wall. Bring that right foot up. And step the right foot through between your hands. Coming up when you're ready. Pressing both hands onto the right thigh. Really pushing yourself back. And the heel to glute. Staying here, options again, lift up the left arm, deepening the stretch in the front of the left leg. I'm going about a minute over, maybe 2 or 3, actually, sorry guys. This is when you want to hold. And then exhale, release yourself back down. And then taking any version of Shavasana that feels good for your body today. Maybe coming back to Supta Konasana. Maybe taking legs up the wall since you're right there. Wherever you are, just imagine a long line from your sit bones all the way to the crown of your head. Your arms by your side, palms facing up. And then just start to do a full body scan, relaxing from the top of the head, the back of the head feels long, heavy. Feeling all those neck muscles that we stretch, soften and relax, shoulders, arms flowing open. Notice the natural curl of your fingers inwards. Just take one cleansing breath. Inhale, fill up all the way. Holding it at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the mouth, exhale. And up and down. Softening the space between your brows, letting your jaw soften and loosen. The tongue falls off the palate. Keeping the focus on our breath. Using this time to just invite some gratitude to yourself. Feeling the sense of gravity wash over you. Being thankful for our body, for our strong and healthy lungs. Our muscles for softening as we exhale. And ready now, inviting gentle movement back into your body. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. On your next inhale, reach the arms up if you can. And as you exhale, draw your knees towards your chest. Rolling over onto our left side, into our heart. Keeping the sense of gravity in the space you've created in your body today using your breath. Your next inhale, with the help of your hands, coming back up into a seated posture. And you're seated down and you're rooting all the way from your sit bones to the top of your head. Use the next inhale to lift the arms up, reach up. Bring your palms to touch. And as you exhale, bring them down towards your heart. May the sense of gratitude follow you throughout the day. Sending you guys light, love, and health. Namaste. Yay!